Hello, hello. I'm adjusting my mic, so pardon the noise there. So, hello, hey, Lifestyle of Laura, welcome, my partner in crime. so, I don't know who's going to join us, but hey, thanks for the thumbs up. um, yeah, now I have to warn you guys. I have had 3 cups of coffee and I had a banana this morning, and that's it. So I'm probably a little caffeinated, over caffeinated this morning. So I don't know how that's going to show up, but yeah, if I'm a little perkier than usual and more chatty, that's why. So if you are now, I'm seeing a couple people coming in the room. So if you are joining us, just take a minute and let us know, say hello in the chat. Oh, and I'm going to, just in case, Laura, I'm going to make you a moderator. I realize you might be, oh, okay, you already are, I think. Yeah, you already are. So you're automatic. Um, if you, I know you're probably working too today, so you just let me know if this interferes with that, or if you have to, if you have to go. And I don't know how long we're going to be on today. We'll just see who joins. But if you are new to my channel and new to the We Got This Crew 2020, this is just sort of a collaboration or a collaborative project that we are. Oh, Veronica Weber. Hello there. Welcome. Did I, Veron? Yeah, I said that correctly. Welcome. So we are just a group of, most of us are content creators, but you don't have to be in this group. But we are a group who have just gotten to know each other and support each other and in our goals, our life goals, whether it's fitness. Now that's Roscoe breathing, my little Yorkie. So I notice he is doing some heavy breathing. I just want to clear that up, um, just in case you were wondering. But yeah, we support each other, and we just started doing. Well, we were doing videos, and then we would each record a video about our journey, whether it was fitness, whatever it is that we wanted to accomplish. Hence, the We Got This Crew. We were supporting each other in whatever that is. Some of us, we're just trying to walk more or drink more water or anything that increases the value. Uh, the quality of our life. That's what we're worried about, and that's what we work on together. And we each get to define what that is, and we each get to define what success looks like to us. And I think that's a really important, a really important piece. So we have there's no solid rules here other than just be mindful that you are in a room here with other participants who are here to have a conversation and just talk about things that are getting in our way, maybe of us accomplishing the things we want to accomplish, or maybe we just want to celebrate something really great that happened. So, yep. So if you are watching on replay, feel free to comment as we go. Just because you weren't in the live chat doesn't mean you can't participate in the conversation. And I always say life occurs in a conversation. If you think about it, there's so many things that go on in our heads all the time, and that they're tucked there. If we don't get them out in the world and share them, sometimes they stay in there and we never do anything about them. So when we actually use our words and we put them out in the world, everything changes because suddenly there's some accountability and there's somebody else who's standing for us in that goal or in that whatever it is that we want to accomplish. Uh, and it's, in simple ways. I mean, we don't have to be setting these huge goals. In fact, I'm not a firm believer in setting like a huge goal. And I see, look at me. I'm Laura. I'm just like chatty, chatty. Let me just get this out, and then I want to ask you guys some questions. So I do take my vitamins daily, walk Raymond daily, meal plan, yoga, and water aerobics. That's fantastic, Laura. Yeah, and just feel free if you guys are watching on the replay or for you here live. And there's just a few of us right now. Let us know in the comments or in the live chat, what are you guys doing on a daily basis that moves you towards the life that you want, or I always say the person I want to be, because for me it's like it doesn't really matter to me what. I mean, I don't want to just accomplish goals and become a person I don't like. So for me, one of my big the things that I focus on and a priority for me is just allowing myself to do the things that I want to do and be true to who I am and who I want to be, the kind of person I would like to hang out with. So that's what I'm, doing. And I work on fitness a lot because as I got older, that was of my health became an issue, and I had to do some things. In fact, my doctor told me you've got to make changes. So that's what I've been doing is focusing on taking care of myself and making a lot of life changes. My dad died of a heart attack at 54, and that's one of those pivotal moments in my life that. Uh, Sorry, my phone is reminding me that of some things, and I'm trying to ignore it. So, all right, we have somebody else who's joined us. So, if you are, oh, okay, okay, and I'm really sorry. I'm not going to get that name correctly. Abdikaram. I hope that's correct. I want to welcome you. Welcome to our group chat here. Feel free to let us know if you would like what you are up to, and we're just here to support each other in having the kind of quality of life that we want, be the kind of person we want to be. Just talk about the things that are on our minds and the things that are holding us back, and we just have fun with this. I don't always host, so we do have plans to sort of rotate host, and so we will have. And I'm not sure about a schedule. We are so relaxed about this, guys, because it's just a few of us who just decided to get together and have these live chats because we needed them for us. And yeah, and there's a lot of content creators. Yes. Oh, great. Okay. And I'm sorry if I did say your name incorrectly. I really apologize, but I'm so happy that you joined. So, all right. So, what is like, what is on everybody's mind today? Like, what are you? Is there anything that you are working on? Um, as far as a goal, maybe a fitness goal, any area of your life. Maybe you're like me, I'm working on a huge home project and I can't seem to, I mean, it's taking longer than I wanted it to. We were pulling up a floor in our house, there was a subfloor. That we have to pull up before we lay the new floor down. And it's just been this ongoing thing. And I notice usually how we show up and how we deal with one challenge, there's generally a pattern, and then that's how we show up and deal with other things too. So I noticed like the same things that are stopping me in this home project, like overwhelm, not knowing what to do, not having the information I need. Like I'm going on and watching YouTube videos about the best way to do things. And that, lack of knowledge, lack of motivation, lack of clarity about why you're even doing something, those are all things that, get in our way. And so in whatever we're working on. So I'm experiencing a lot of overwhelm. So the home projects, yeah. So Laura, you need to paint your closet, wow, and install the closet system. That's awesome. So there will be videos for that home improvement. I bet. I'll look forward to that because, well, last night I stayed up late and I was taking out all my winter clothes out of, hey, Colorado Martini, welcome. I'm really glad that you're here. We just have started doing these lives. This is my second live for this group. So, oh, that is, you know what? We actually, we actually were going to hire. We called Lowe's because that's where we got the flooring, or we were going to get the flooring, and they would not. Um, they didn't respond to us. I had to set an appointment online for them to come give us an estimate, and they never responded. They never called us back. Um, they said that it was scheduled, but then they never showed up, never called us. So we're like, okay, we're gonna we went to Sam's Club and bought our flooring, and it's just John and me prying up the subfloor, and I had a. I removed over 1,000 staples from our kitchen floor because whoever installed the floor before us, rather than pulling up the original floor, they just threw a subfloor down and then a new floor on top. And they stapled it with gazillion staples. So my hands are actually in pretty good shape considering. Ah, oh, that's well. Maybe it's good that they did not call me back. So that's really good to know. Yeah. So I won't be. I haven't ever tried. I have never hired either Lowe's or Home Depot for any kind of work. but I just thought, well, it might be easy just to let Lowe's do it. But if that's the case, I'm glad they did not call me back. So even though I'm having to do extra work, but you know what? It's an upper arm workout, so I'm that's what I'm chalking it up to, and it's replacing my regular gym workout. So, oh, okay. Did Lowe's and they were, oh, okay. Well, that is really good to know. So, all right. Well, I'm not gonna lose any tears then over that fact. But I did not get my floor there after that. We found the flooring at Lowe's, and then after all of that, I thought, no, I'm not even gonna buy my floor there. So, but I found pretty much the same one, and it was a little thicker, and I think better quality. So, hopefully, but I'll show you guys all that when it's done. I'm not gonna be, like, showing you. I mean, obviously, I'm not a really good DIY how-to, person anyway. I struggle with those types of videos, so I won't be putting that out on my channel as a how-to, although I might have John, maybe give some tips on things that he's learned as we do this project, and then show you guys the finished project. So, I will be doing that, at the end. So, um the price of mine for and then use the oh, okay, so Laura, um, you hire Home Depot to pick out yours for $35 and then use the contract. Okay. So you hired it's nice I have a blueprint of my home and it was only $35. Well, you know what? That's actually a good idea. So you actually had them come in, price it out, and then you got a blueprint of your home. And yeah, 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 I guess the big box, they do charge more. So, yeah, and it is so hard to work and film. Like whenever I'm trying to do a project and film, it takes me twice as long. So, um, so like I'll film something because my channel is a little all over the place right now. I'm working on that. I'm looking at what my analytics just oh, thank you, Colorado Martini, for doing that. I appreciate that so much. Oh, hey, Chris and Scott's Colorado Adventures are in the house. We have our Colorado team showing up. So Laura and anybody else who's watching, I belong to a group of Colorado YouTubers, and it's really really fun because when they do things, most of the time it's pretty close to like where not so I mean, I'm about 2 hours away, I think, from most of you up there, but it's really fun because, like, the things that I see on your channel, I'm like, "Oh, I've been there." So and my son lives in Centennial, so we go up there a lot to visit, and, so that's really, really fun. Work for, okay. So you work for so someone who contracts out for HD and Lowe's. Okay. Okay. Well, I just, and I don't like to say, I can only share my experience. Yes, I'm in Pueblo. I use an Olney Springs post office box because that's my daughter. We share one, and then that's where she is, but she's actually moving. I'm going to be getting a PO box in closer to my home. So, but yeah, that's why everything shows up Olney Springs. But I'm actually in Pueblo. I'm right on the north end of Pueblo. So, oh, good morning. Nona Grace is in the house. Good morning. I'm so glad that you're here. So, yep. So we're just talking about, like, okay, we got this crew 2020. What we're doing in here is it's just a group of us, and I think most of us are content creators. We don't just focus on that part of our life, though. We're like, we just talk about whatever we do, that whatever we want, changes we want to make in our lives, and what's in the way, like what's in the way of us getting through to whatever we want to do. So this is really not coming out well. I've had 3 cups of coffee this morning and one banana, and I'm like on a caffeine high. So we are supporting each other in accomplishing the things we want to accomplish. And we come here to just talk about whatever's on our mind, whatever's in the way of accomplishing those things. And sometimes we never know what we're going to say, like it's just a fun little support group. So And the fun part is that we are like our vision is to take turns hosting. Now I hosted last week and I'm hosting today. Lifestyle of Laura will be hosting soon, and she's working on equipment. So if you guys have any recommendations for like microphones, because so we can talk about that kind of stuff too, because equipment really does get in our way of doing what we're passionate about with, and I think most of us in this group are passionate about our YouTube channels. So that's definitely something that, if you guys want to talk shop, feel free to do that in the group here. But I know that equipment is like figuring it out. Like when I first started trying to film a live on my laptop and I used my built-in microphone, it was horrible. And then I had to buy a new microphone, and then that didn't work. I bought a snowball microphone. That blue snowball, I did not like it at all. And now I'm going to move it up so you can see, but it's just this Rode, and I have it on a boom stick. Hopefully that's not making a lot of noise, but I like to share that because I know that some of you are, I know you are looking for a microphone. So, but then I hooked that up and then I still had to get an adapter to use it. So excellent. Thank you, Colorado Martini. So that's good to know because sometimes we just don't know that sound check thing. I'm there's so many things I'm trying to learn, uh, and the equipment is definitely something that holds me back. And a lot of times I'll watch so many different channels, and I'm not just watching like I'll watch hauls, grocery hauls and things like that because I'm curious what people buy. But I'm always, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You know what? This is kind of like this is John's music collection, and I told him he could use this for a media wall. And so this is my office where I worked for a long, long time in my home office, and I'm basically retired from that. And I'm not even going to tell you what's over here. Don't look at that corner because that's my quarantine overflow supply of food and things. So that's actually all going to get cleared out. But I appreciate that so much because I did not do a lot of planning on my background, and that's the sort of thing I struggle with is looking at different what other people their sets, I guess their YouTube sets, because I don't really feel like I have a set because I'm all over the place. So, uh, yeah, lack of knowledge. I have some learning to do. Yes, Laura, I am the same way. I struggle on and to keep up with Instagram and Facebook. Now, for you guys in here, I have my private Facebook. Like John and I share a our Facebook profile because we just got tired of trying to keep up with everything. So he's on LinkedIn. We both share a Facebook profile. So for Vicki Marie, I just started another profile called Vicki Marie, and that's so it's like I have to remember to go over and look at it. And since I've sort of retired from my business, I don't it's like one of the things that I really enjoyed doing is getting away from social media when I retired because that was something I lived on the computer for so many years. And so I have to remember to go over and check out my Facebook. That's something I want to get better at because one of the things I love about this platform is the community. And I noticed as people grow on their channel, we kind of lose some of that. And I think that's where we still can maintain some of it is over on Instagram and Facebook is a little more like a little more intimate, if you will, like a little more personal setting. And then on our channel, sometimes we don't quite get that. But then I feel like that's what I love about these lives is we can all kind of come together and connect and share just resources. So, all right. So Nona Grace, you use your laptop and an external camera with a microphone built in. Okay, it's a Logic. Okay, I think that's what I'm using, a Logitech HD webcam right now plugged into my desktop for this. So and that's the easiest thing. I use that, and then I plug in this extra microphone just because the sound quality is a little bit better. But I mean, John bought this for me. It's not even the one I would have picked out, but it's like, oh, Vicky's got a new hobby, so he just for Christmas, he's like, I'll just buy you this and this. and then I have to try to figure out how to use it. So he's an electrical engineer, so like he doesn't want to do that stuff when he gets home from work. So you would think I would have all this help, but it's not how it works because he doesn't want to mess with all that when he's off. so um, so I use something similar, Nona Grace, and that I think that's really, really convenient. I do have a really small ring light up here, and I have a window. Oops, a window's on this side and a little ring light there because otherwise, if without that, I this whole side would be dark. So I'm learning, more and more. But it's a very inexpensive little ring light, and it actually is so cheap that it fell over and cracked, and I had to tape it with clear tape. Uh, you guys would laugh if you saw some of the I've been known to duct tape my camera, because this is what I use for most of my vlogs. This is my camera, and I have it in a really nice case, and sometimes I just duct tape right across here on the wall. I just throw duct tape on there. That is and sometimes on a window. I just duct tape it on a window, and, that's what I use a lot of times when you see me in the kitchen or the, living room. So I'm, like, so unsophisticated. So, let's see. Let me catch up here. You're heading out. Okay, heading out for your first haircut. Good luck, Chris. Chris and Scott's Adventure. I think I'm talking to Chris. So good luck with that haircut. Have a great day. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate that so much. Um, so pick a, that is working and put, yeah, a Colorado martini. That's what I'm so my focus right now is on YouTube because I just can't put all the time in all of those other venues, but I do try to have a presence. The thing I like about Instagram is, you can reach out and message and have those conversations. And Facebook, I just get as soon as I get on Facebook, it's like all the stuff going on, like, I just lose track, like, "Oh, there's so and so, let's see. Oh, and they're camping. Oh, I wished I was camping. Oh, let me look up campers. I want a new camper." That's what happens to me when I get on Facebook. I get completely distracted. So that's a really good idea. So Nona Grace, I finally have the library to use lights and our and for the young chicks and the sheer curtains to soften the look. Okay, that's and Nona Grace, I like your setup. You have I always think you have a nice setup. Your lighting, your audio, and just well, of course your personality because you are so real. And when I watch you, I just feel like I'm sitting with a friend and yeah, and I'm not ever like I don't pay that close attention to backgrounds because I don't know a lot, but I feel like, for me, I what I do notice is if a background is distracting, that's what gets in my way. So, it's like the absence of the background when that happens and I'm focusing on the person, then I feel like that's a good thing. So, but Nona Grace, I think you have really great, equipment. I noticed you use a GoPro, Black 8, and that's what I use. I don't usually film with this, but this is what I use for my shopping hauls, y'all. Like shop with me's. I don't go in with it. I don't even have a gimbal. I need to get one. In fact, I Colorado Martini. I'm always looking at what you're using. Um, I want to get. And believe it or not, I mean, like when I've commented on your channel that I have this interest in some of the like the paranormal stuff that you do. And I know you're not doing as much of that. You do a lot of the history, which to me that's what I like the most. I'm just fascinated by the other, but I don't do a whole lot with that. I look at the equipment that you're using, and but I always go back to myself. You know what? Uh, so I'm like that too. I mean, I have this. I use this when I go to a shop with me because Laura, I know was it we were on a live with Life Adventures in Keto, and we were the other night, and we were talking about how we film shop with me's, and I wasn't commenting on that because I was multitasking. But I have what I do with shopping hauls. When you guys see me go in, I'm holding my. This is what I do, and I have it on the smooth setting, so it's smoother. The last shopping haul I did in Target was with my phone, though, and you can tell when I'm filming with my phone, I hold the camera still, and I just sort of go in and out of scenes, more. I don't do a lot of movement, but this, and doesn't he make the background? He has got a mind of his own. He'll sit on my lap and he starts breathing, and I have to tell people. Ross goes on my lap because I don't want them to think that that's me. So, so you're using the 7 Nona Grace. I don't really know the difference. This is the John bought this for me for, my birthday and Christmas, so last year I got the microphone, and this year I got the camera for my birthday and Christmas. He always gets me a gift because my birthday and Christmas is so close. It's just easier for him to go get something like that. So, yeah, but this is what I use, and I'm holding it like this, and, I try not to get a lot of people in my pictures, and I people can tell I'm filming. Um, I don't hide it. I just hold it in my hand, and sometimes I just walk like this, like I'm just walking down the aisle like this, and it works out great. I love this camera for that reason, and but I tried doing that at home, using it at home, and I always go back to my phone. I'm the same way, Colorado Martini, because I have to keep things simple, or I can't do this. It has to be simple and sustainable. And if I start trying to use too many different too many components, I get overwhelmed. Like I've done some videos before where I've done a shop with me, or I've gone out and we've vlogged, and I never publish it because it is so frustrating. Um, like I just get overwhelmed by, okay, I've got to pull this video in, I got to add that audio. I just get overwhelmed. So that's one of the things that gets in my way for sure. So uh let's see. So you use a short tripod for your cell. It was really cheap. Oh, you know what? Let me show you what I finally ordered this from Amazon last week or a couple weeks ago. So I've been using this for 2 weeks. And what I like is it's not long. So it's not great for selfies, but it's quite long. I mean, it's long enough and I can do this. And it holds my phone with the case or without the case. And this is a big phone, and I've never had a problem with it falling off. Now I've only had this a couple of weeks, but that's what I do. That's as long as it gets though, so it's not a super long one. But then I can hold the tripod out and stick it right there on the table, and so that's what I've been using, and it was like 17 bucks. So uh, so far I'm really liking this. So, all right. Well, Colorado Martini has to go. Get back to work. I'm so glad that you joined, though. Thank you, and we'll be hopefully we'll see you again. I'm catching up on. I'm actually watching videos. A lot of times, guys, I'll watch videos while I'm doing stuff, and then I go back and comment. So you guys will notice that sometimes I'll make a comment, and then you won't see me for a while, and then I come back. But I will usually binge watch some of your channels. So. Uh, yeah, so I'm actually was just catching up with you while I was removing staples from the floor. So, well, have a great day, and you guys all take care. And now, so I really want to encourage because the group that's in here, and I know anybody who's watching this in replay. I love the community here, and I love just having us all connect with the content creators that we want to connect with. So I'm not like when it comes to building channels and stuff like that, I like to just build community and relationships and let the other be a byproduct of all of that. Because for me, that's sustainable. And but if you are jumping in, I just and you take a look, go over and look at the chat if you're watching this in replay, and check out some of these great channels because, in my opinion, everyone involved in the conversation right now has been somebody that it's a go-to channel for me, and I get so much value. I learn so much, just not only in what they're doing in their life, but how they're filming and just the way that they show up. And so go and I would encourage you to check out their channels. So and let's see. Yeah, Laura, that's me. I just use my camera because my phone. And this is the phone that cracked last year and I fixed it. And I have an upgrade coming, or I think I already have it, but I'm so used to this. And I know, when you change equipment too much, when I do, that's an obstacle. It gets in my way. I just want just create the tracks to roll on, to move on, and go. And that's what I try to do in my life is just create, just create the structures and the tracks so I don't have to think too much about how to do things in a different way. And sometimes that gets in my way. So okay, so Nona Grace, your tripod doesn't, yours is a better fit, a tripod. Yeah. Well, I had another one. I've actually gone through a couple of tripods. Like I'll go to Walmart or I'll just get a kind of a cheap tripod. And this one, was 17 bucks, which is pretty cheap, but it really seems to work well. Now, I will say that this will fall over like sometimes because this doesn't is not real wide, so you can't put like a really like it wouldn't hold like something huge. But with my phone, and my phone's probably one of the heaviest, bigger phones you're gonna get, really. It holds this. I just have to make sure that, like, if it's not balanced in her perfectly, it might tip side to side. So I have to make sure that I position it just so in the middle, but then it works really, really good. So I really like this one. So, so, oh my, okay. I hope I say this right. Jolka J. Hopefully I said your name correctly. Welcome. I'm so glad that you walked into the room here. We're just chatting, and yeah, we're just chatting about where the We Got This Crew 2020. We take turns hosting, and we just talk about whatever's in whatever our obstacles are, whatever's in the way of us, going for what we want or accomplishing what we want. And sometimes we just chat. We just have coffee and chat and just talk about our week, how we're doing. And I'm hosting this week, but we don't always do this on Friday. And we'll probably like next week, somebody else will probably be hosting. And hopefully, maybe we'll get more organized. But we just try to make this fun, and it's a really great way to, I think, stay connected, especially because so many of us are YouTube creators. That's we are. We're content creators, and even though we're working on different things in our life, YouTube becomes a big part of your life, and you guys all know that. And so it's really, I think, important to just to have that group to lean on. Just that person to bounce ideas off, and that's kind of that's what we're all about. So, but we also talk about, like I'm really working on trying to stay hydrated. I've been pretty good. I have a theory I wanted to run by you guys. So John, went fishing, and I noticed we both do this when we're not together. Now we love being together. We do. We've been married 32 years, almost 33, and we are better when we're together. We miss each other when we're not together. But when we're away for a few days apart, we tend to our eating changes. And this is something I've been noticing is so when John's gone, I I have no problem with stress eating or this sounds bad. It's not him though. It's like so I don't snack. Like, have like my meals and I don't snack. So, hey, Lori, Fluffy Nomo. I was going to reach out to you, Lori, because Laura couldn't go. She's still working on equipment and stuff, and she's going to go live at some point. So I was going to reach out to you to see if you wanted to go live today. But then I watched your video, and I hope that everything's going okay. And I know you said you work on Fridays, so yeah. So maybe we can do that DM thing on Instagram and in our little the three of us and figure out, like just whenever anybody wants to go live. I think this is sort of a not a real structured thing anyway. So anybody who wants to participate and host, and I know I probably won't host like next week because I don't know. I'm hoping we go camping if we get this darn floor done. I'm hoping, but I don't know how that's going. That's taking a lot. It's taking a lot longer than I thought it would. So yeah, but guys, do use the chat area here to reach out to each other and have conversations or to oh yeah, I can make Lori a moderator. Oh yeah, let me do that. Um, let's see. Yep. Okay. All right. Hoof, you're a moderator, Lori. Okay, Friday, but job can okay. Oh, okay. That's perfect. Yeah, and, like, I would say even, like, if we just say, "Okay, you know what? I'll do something," like, I did something this week, one of us wants to host next week, and just say, "Okay, I can host, but, I'm part of the Blue Man Crew." What is that? Like, I will need to sign off to Oh, okay. So, Laura, thanks so much for just being able to support me in doing this. This is so fun. And we also were talking about doing two people on a screen. So that's something we want to maybe do or try at some point. I've never done that, but that's something we've talked about is just like having more than one person on the screen. So Vicki, her username is okay. Blue now like mine. Oh, gotcha. Okay, I love it. The Blue Man Crew. Gotcha. We actually went, what was that show we saw in, Vegas a few months ago before everything happened, and, that it's the Blue Man, is that was that what it is? The Blue Man Crew? I think it is. Yeah, we went and saw those guys, and they were so good. I had no idea what they were about, but yeah, I would definitely wanna see that again. I It was loud, but it was so good. So, all right, love it. Blue Man Crew. And yeah, so I would say that like for us, whoever wants to like host, maybe we just say, okay, I can't do it Friday, but I'll host this week and I'm gonna be hosting on a different day and maybe just let us know in the chat, like just let us know in the Instagram when you want to do that and so we can support you. Because I'm gonna try to join in the chat, when I know people are gonna do this. So, is it hard to do a split screen? Nona Grace, I'm trying to figure out how to do that. You can't really do it, I don't think, on YouTube. I wish that you could. Bye, Laura. Have a great weekend. And, so you can't really do it yes, you did, I remember. Yeah, that was fun. So, you can't really I can't figure out how to do a split screen on, YouTube, but, I've seen people using something called Yard Stream, and I think it's free for if you want their little logo on, but then you have to pay for it if you want that logo off the screen, which for me, I could care less. I'm not going to pay for it right now. So, but I think you can do plenty of like hours. You can stream for as long as you want using that. So, I am showing some people in the room, and if you guys listen, you're welcome to join the chat if you would like to. So just let us know in the chat where you're from, and let us know that you're here so we can include you in the conversation. StreamYard. Okay, StreamYard or Streamlabs too. Okay, I might check them out, Lori. I haven't used anything like that. So, I I no, Grace, I don't think it's hard. I think what like if I were to so like I've seen people do this, like I could start a live stream using maybe StreamYard or Streamlabs, and then if anybody wants to join, or if I know somebody wants to join this on screen with me, I think it's really easy. I just send you a link or something that you have to click on, and then it kind of pulls you into the stream, and then you're live. So I don't think it's hard to do. And then you can initiate that yourself if you go live using those apps, and then you can add people to on the screen with you. I just thought it would be really fun to do, especially since it's the We Got This crew kind of uh, vibe. Like we're in this together. To have more people on the screen sometimes if we could. So try it sometime and make it private. Oh, yeah, that would be a great idea. Yeah, in case we mess up. That's a good idea, Lori. I would, yeah, let me know when if you get some time. I think I'm more flexible than you are, and I would love a break from the home projects. So I had to wash my hair before I got on because I have dust all over everything in my house right now. So, yeah, so I just need a few minutes to clean up. But no, I don't because we're going to make it private. So, yeah, as long as I might. So Nona Grace, I need that do-rag that you were making because I honestly that would be great for me to wear right now while I'm doing stuff in the kitchen. So I need maybe I should go get a handkerchief and try to make something. But yeah, I had so much dust, well, all over everything. So but yeah, let me know when when you're available, Lori, and we can try that. So, how's your aunt doing? So I just watched your video this morning, and I know that's got to be rough. It sounds like you were very close. So, or you are very close. So I know that's hard, but I hope that she's okay. So I just watched it before I jumped on, and yeah, I think that, I like this, doing this together because I just the community part of YouTube, even though I don't know what this will do to my analytics doing stuff like this because it's like YouTube's watching me and going, "Holy smokes, she was doing hauls and now she's doing this and what the heck is she doing now?" And I'm sure that out in the cyber world, they think I'm a basket case and which is okay with me. Honestly, I do not mind because I'm trying to stick to kind of vlogs and um, just do my normal chit chat kind of stuff 80% of the time, and then 20% of the time doing other things. So, uh, oh, okay. Oh no. So she ended up back in the hospital. Yeah, and it's hard because going through what she just went through and, in the beginnings of, just things being so confusing for her, uh, that's got to be rough. So I hope, yeah, hopefully and it amazes me right now. It's hard because only one visitor, a day. And my friend works at our local hospital and she tells me things all the time about how hard it is on the families because you can't be with them. And then for the older patients, it is so confusing for them because they're alone. Although it sounds like she's got a lot of support. So, oh, yeah, that gosh, I think about how often I'm absent-minded on a good day. Like I'll do stuff. What did I do this morning? Oh my gosh, I was washing my hair and I'm just saying this because you know like to a certain point we all kind of get busy in our life, but then you hit that stage where that kind of stuff, like it's a real medical issue, so but i I can see how that can happen even for somebody who's not, going through Alzheimer's or anything like that because I washed my hair this morning. I had my shampoo and my conditioner. I washed my hair and then I rinsed it. And then I went to get my conditioner and I'm like, wait a minute. Did I just wash my hair or did I just wet it? I couldn't remember. I had to pick up the shampoo bottle and touch the top to see if it was wet to see if I actually washed my hair. So I just think as we get older, I just think some of that stuff is just it's part of the process, So and it's really sad when you have to go through. I can't even imagine. I had a friend who had Alzheimer's, and I know how hard that is. So, but I'm glad she's getting good care, and she knows, she's a lot of people. She's made a lot of connections in her work too. So I'm sure she's getting the best possible care. But yeah, yeah. So guys, I think, gosh, we've been on. I always think we're going to be on for maybe 30 minutes, and then I can just chit chat, forever. So, but we're going on 45 minutes. So I want to be respectful of your time, and I don't know. I'm avoiding the floor, but I know I gotta remove like there's probably about 20 more staples, and then I'm gonna be done with that kitchen floor. So I guess, and then but I do seriously. I'm gonna go cover my hair with something. Yeah. But I'm really glad that we could all get on and chat today. I really like these kinds of chats. I love joining them when I can. Evenings are usually harder for me because that's when if I do have any work, it's usually in the evening and I'm usually on the phone for like 2 hours at a time. But it's only like a few times a week, but it seems like it's always when I have when somebody's going live. So but I love joining the lives, and I love being a part of just the conversation because we get to connect and on a different level than we do, I think, on the channel. So I really like these. So thank you. For anybody who's watching this in replay, thank you so much for watching to this point. If you did, I appreciate that so much. And for all of you who joined live, and Lori and Nona Grace, I know I'm showing still 4 people in the house, in the room, but I know Lori and Nona Grace are here. And if there's someone else, you you're welcome to say hello. Not mandatory though. I know some people are working and really cannot, or you're driving, and of course, don't stop and comment. So if you are in the room and you haven't been able to comment, I just want to thank you so much for being here, and you are so welcome to join us anytime. So you're welcome, Nona Grace. And yeah, I am like, this is fun. I definitely look forward to doing this again. So we're trying to make this a regular thing and have different people hosting. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I'll probably go and check out up. I think I'm caught up with you, Lori and Nona Grace. I think there's still a couple I'm catching up with you, but it's really fun. I'm watching them as I pull out staples. So yeah, but thank you guys so much for joining the live, and we will be back sometime next week. I'm not sure what day, but uh, maybe somebody who has 1,000. I don't have 1,000 subscribers, so I can't announce it in the community. But we'll maybe try to get the word out there. But just look for us once a week with the We Got This Crew 2020, and just come chat with us about whatever's going on, what's in your way, successes. If you just want to talk about something really great that happened, feel free to do that, or just a chit chat. So happy Friday. Thanks for joining, guys. I will see you next time. Bye.